So usually I'm up here telling you what I'm going to do next. Today I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do next, and that is TorontoRoll. TorontoRoll was this crazy success. The first time around, I did not see the scale of it coming. I knew we were in for a really good event because the people at the Bentway, the community of skaters there, were really promoting this. And to be honest, we were just having so much fun that summer that I think whatever that group would have promoted would have succeeded wildly. So big thanks to those people. And I feel like it's time for me to leave this in the hands of those people who really love doing group skates. It's quite ironic that I'm the group skate guy because I don't enjoy group skates. Don't get me wrong, I love group skates as far as I like to attend them. I like to speak to people afterwards. I like the exchange of skills and the appreciation of the great skaters. And I really like hanging out afterwards and having like a party vibe with my fellow skaters. To me, that's the highlight of my year. But as far as the actual route skating, I don't do that every week like these other skaters in Toronto. I don't skate with the packs. So I think the skaters who are really into the group skates are going to have some great insights. And that's why I've decided to pass this event off to David from Solo Inline. It won't be called TorontoRoll because we built something so special. I think it needs to be safeguarded. And I want to throw a party again someday down the road when I've found a way to make it super crazy and maybe a little different than the last two TorontoRolls. I think each of the TorontoRolls were very different than the other. And as far as a way to elevate it, I think the only way to elevate it now is to have some different people in charge, some super excited group skate junkies in charge of the big giant group skate of the year. It only makes sense. So it's not without some sense of regret that I step away from organizing TorontoRoll, but I am pretty excited about attending the big event of the year here in Toronto as a spectator, to be able to hang out with the skaters without stressing about keeping people safe, which digital properties are giving me a hard time for the big screen, is the venue holder happy, have I promoted enough for the sponsor? Yeah, it's a lot. And to be honest, I really feel that I owe it to my skaters to continue in the way that I started. I feel like the people who subscribed to my channel originally are those solo skaters, those people who don't necessarily have a skate community, and they get a chance to watch and listen to and actually exchange ideas with a skater who's like them, who's skating the streets alone and enjoying his independent sport. I guess I really just want to skate, and I want to talk to you guys like I did in the old days. I keep feeling like I should be more nervous about leaving the gap in the TorontoRoll scene as far as the big annual event, but with the enthusiasm I've seen and these groups getting together a lot and these friends that roll really tight, I don't think there's going to be a shortage of people helping out with the big international skate event of the year here in Toronto. I feel like all the hard work we put into TorontoRoll and the spirit of TorontoRoll propelled us into the perfect team for the second TorontoRoll. So the marshals and the super hosts and the venue and the partner Solo Inline really made TorontoRoll Part 2 even better than the first one, and it wasn't always guaranteed. So that's it. I'm really pulling a Costanza. I don't even know how it could have gotten better than last year, so doing this, switching up the people in charge really could help shift to something unique and different, because it's not going to be better. It's impossible. I hope it is, but wow, you guys really came through for me.
Stay low. If you want to join a weekly group skate, Solo Inline has a very thriving group skate every Thursday night at 7:30. This would also be a great place to network with and join volunteers for the next big Toronto event. More details on the big event or events of the year will be coming shortly.